is your front row seat for all the action.
From the sidelines to the end zone.
It's the best high school football coverage in the Blue Ridge. This is Friday Night Blitz on WFXR.
Time to get it on.
And good evening, everyone. I'm David de Guzman. Welcome to week number 2 of Friday Night Blitz. We're going to get to our high school football game of the week in just a bit, but we're going to shine the spotlight first on college football. A bit of a bigger game happening over in Norfolk. The Brent Pry era of Virginia Tech football kicking off as the Hokies take on Old Dominion. Let's roll the highlights of this one. It was a nail-biter. The last time the Hokies visited ODU, that was back in 2018 when Tech lost. Brent Pry trying to make sure that doesn't happen again. We'll pick it up first quarter. Grant Wells, the new quarterback, says, I'm just going to do this myself. The Marshall transfer with the 18-yard touchdown run. It is 7-0 Tech. Later, though, trouble for Grant Wells, looking for someone to throw to. Instead, he's picked off by ODU's Terry Jones. What a catch. That would lead to a ODU field goal. Virginia Tech leading 7-3. Second quarter, William Ross trying a field goal, but a bad snap leads to this chaos. Robert Kennedy recovering, takes it in on the 54-yard scoop and score. It's 10-7 ODU at the half. Then in the third, tied at 10. The Tech defense forcing a fumble. Dax Hollyfield gets the recovery, and it's a burst of momentum for Tech, and that leads to this. Grant Wells to Keyshawn King, a 6-yard connection, putting the Hokies up 17-10. Don't bother putting up the well, you did anyway. Well, no, look at that. It's updated because it's technology, and that is amazing. Old Dominion at last check at the final seconds, having a 19-17 lead. Thank you for updating the graphics there, Sarah, our executive producer in the back. So we're going to keep you updated on that once it goes final. Meanwhile, more football, please.
Now, the Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week, sponsored by Don Hudson Insurance.
Week number 2 is all about seeing whether or not week 1 was a fluke. That's certainly the case for our game of the week as Jefferson Forest hosting Staunton River. Both teams are 1-0. JF has won the last 2 meetings over the Golden Eagles. When you celebrate 50 years of Jefferson Forest pride, this is the only way to do it. Have a skydiver fly in, and what an entrance there. We'll see if that gives some momentum. We'll pick it up in the first quarter. For the Cavaliers, Josiah Bell hooking up with Colton Childress, and he'll take it into the corner for the touchdown. Jefferson Forest going up 7-0. Then 1st and 10, ball on the 41. Alexander Marsteller, he looks stellar. Takes it all the way to the house for the score. Nothing stopping him. Jefferson Forest with a 14-0 lead. We'll pick it up now second quarter. The Golden Eagles just trying to get something going. However, this is intercepted by Colton Childress. Jefferson Forest going on to win this one 27-6. Ryan Moy picking up our Game of the Week coverage from Forest.
Well, as you hear right behind me, the fireworks going off because the Jefferson Forest Cavaliers came away with the victory. But this wasn't just a night that was so important for the team. It was unbelievably important for the Jefferson Forest community.
It's great. You certainly don't want to be on this field with them fireworks going off after a loss. We're definitely glad we got the win. But we kind of preached to our guys all week. It's business as usual. You know what I mean? And they handled it that way. We were expecting it was going to be a physical battle, and that's exactly what it was. And hats off to my guys in the trenches because they battled the whole game. The whole game. That offensive line, that defensive line, they played hard, they played sound, and they're a big part of why we got that victory tonight. 2-0 is a lot better than 0-2, I can tell you that much. All right, but we are not there yet. We got to keep growing as a football team. We got a lot we got to improve on. So certainly we're happy about this victory going into the bye week, but we got a lot to work on and a lot to improve on.
Well, the Cavaliers now remain undefeated. They're 2-0 overall. Next up, they'll face Brookville. But it's not a bad way to cap off tonight when you come away victorious in your house, considering it's the 50th anniversary of Jefferson Forest High School. At Sabre Stadium, Ryan Moy, WFXR Sports.
All right, Ryan, thanks very much. We're going to roll down 220 South. Rocky Mount is where we're going. Franklin County taking on Salem. Spartans trying to bounce back from an opening week loss, but Eli Fouts gets the first call and puts Franklin County up. Then later, Deron Wilson to Javion Jones, and that will put the Spartans on the board. And the Spartans are pretty happy with that because also the fans will be very happy with that as well. Look at those fans react to that. However, Fouts once again with the response. Franklin County Eagles touchdown. But Salem comes back to win this one from behind, 33-32, your final math over Franklin County. Over to William Fleming, the Colonels are seeking their first win of the season, hosting Albemarle. The boys in the blue and gold, able to strike first here. Malachi Coleman with the carry, showing persistence pays off. He falls into the end zone for the score. Fleming with a 7-0 lead, but the Patriots able to respond on the other end. It's the quarterback keeper who took the long way to get there, but Albemarle putting up a touchdown. A missed extra point, though, will keep the visitors trailing 7-6 at this point. We're staying in the first quarter. On the next Albemarle drive, it's Amahe Parker looking to pass, but he gets INT, intercepted by Kya Jordan Nesbitt. He gets the Colonels all the way inside the 10 before getting pushed out of bounds, but that does set up this run by number 1, Devin Johnson. The senior puts William Fleming up 14-6. However, the Colonels fall to the Patriots 33-17. We've reached our first timeout. Coming up on Friday Night Blitz, more highlights as we go down to Roanoke County. We got some battles between William Byrd, Northside, Cave Spring, and Hidden Valley. These highlights and more coming your way on Friday Night Blitz.
This is the Home Team Fan Cam, sponsored by Hometown Automotive Service. And now, back to the Blitz. Friday Night Blitz on WFXR.
Time to get it on.
All right, we are back with week number 2 of Friday Night Blitz. Last year, William Byrd went winless, 0-9 in the fall of 2021. But last week, the Terriers opening up the season in a big way, 42-6 over Liberty Bedford. Tonight, though, Byrd visiting Bogle Stadium, taking on a Hidden Valley team that was shut out by their rivals in Cave Spring just a week ago.
The Blitz is the best!
I'm glad you think so. Thank you so much for that. We think so, too. The Terrier Cheer Squad had more to feel good about. Israel Hairston to Alex Dunn, pitch and catch, 61 yards for the touchdown. That's a good reason to feel good about yourself. And the Byrd Band liked that as well. However, they probably did not like this. Titan QB Braden Moore showing off the arm, his passing skills, hitting Jafon English in stride, 25-yard scoring strike. And the Titans going on to get their first win of the season. It's a 39-36 win over William Byrd. 39-36 there. North Roanoke County is where we're headed. Northside hosting Cave Spring. The Knights were up 7-0 at the break. The second half, though, started this way. Take a look at this on the kickoff return. Cameron Gerald's look at this run, able to avoid the defense. He finds a lane and gets Cave Spring all the way inside the red zone. That led to this. Jackson Steffen bulldozing his way into the end zone for the score. Knights going up 14-0. Cave Spring would take a 16-0 lead after a safety from a botched punt attempt. Then later in the third, Cameron Parker adding 6 more to the Cave Spring total. The Knights going on to shut out Northside 30-0, improving to 2-0. All right, off to Highlander Heaven. Glenver hosting Martinsville in the Bulldogs season opener. A packed house there. Home crowd, though, didn't have much to cheer about early on. Martinsville's Rayshawn Dickerson with the 10-yard tuck and run. Bulldogs going up 6-0. The Highlanders respond like this. Tyler Pierce showing off the big leg. A field goal from 36 yards out, so it is 6-3. Dickerson and the Dogs coming right back, though. The senior QB finding Jamal Jones in the end zone, a 3-yard touchdown pass, and it's Martinsville with the victory tonight, 21-14 to open the season. All right, let's check out Dinwiddie Heritage. We had a city stadium here, another battle of 1-0 teams. I can tell you this was a one-sided affair. Heritage was able to get on the board in this one, but it is Dinwiddie who rolled over Heritage in a big way, 49-7 the final. Also in the Hill City, we had Bassett and Liberty Christian, and Bassett looking to get on the board in the second quarter. However, turnovers happen, and that's what you're about to see here is Bassett trying to get something going, but he is picked off in the end zone. Watch as this play develops here. Bassett, so not how you want to score at all because it ended up in the hands of the wrong person. Casey Ferguson for LCA, getting it over to Jacarius Hairston, and LCA able to take control here, going up 21-0, and LCA eventually getting the victory 35-14.
It's time for the Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week, sponsored by Tater Benson of MKB Realtors.
Well, check this out. This week's athlete simply set the tone for his team this season. Not only did he have 2 rushing touchdowns, he also threw for a TD as well in his team's shutout victory against Hidden Valley last Friday. And by the way, this was the first time he was at the helm of the offense this season. And guess what? He's your Player of the Week.
Landon Altizer, quarterback, K-Spring High School. That's a big shutout win to start off the season. A slow start beginning of the game, but we found our groove. We went out there and did our thing. We've been working on it all week in practice. Came out and finally did what we needed to do, show them how it's done. Our line was out there. Man, there were some dogs. They were out there. They were busting their tails every single play. And for our defense, really, our defense to be going 3 and out every series, that was a big motivation for our offense to get out there, do our thing. And yeah, our linemen had a good push. Our running backs blocking really good. Our wide receivers, everybody was doing their job. It was just fun. Oh, it means a whole lot. You're repping your whole county, really. They looking up to you, little kids looking up to you. Like after the game, I had a little kid follow me around, and I remember being that age, just looking up to the big guys like, man, they're big. And now that I'm here, it's good to see the community coming out, supporting us. And we had a packed stadium that game, so it was really nice to see just everybody ready for that football season. My brother, Logan Altizer, he showed me how the ropes go, and he taught me how to, hold my own on that football field. He taught me a lot I know about life in general and in the game of football. Man, he's always been right there by my side. Every football game, I see him up there in the stands, and that's the #1 person I look for. But yeah, he's always been right by my side through this. Yeah, I love Coach Westwich. He's like a father figure in a way, and a coach for sure. He's on us all the time about being 1-0. And if we do something wrong, he'll definitely let us know. And he's just got that determination to him to be a great football team, great football coach. And that's exactly what we needed coming into this. This was a good statement to show you, like, from last year to this year, like, the change. Now we're not there yet, obviously, because we got a whole season to go. But that was definitely a statement to show you, like, hey, we got progress, man. We're coming in hot this season, ready to do our thing.
And congrats to Landon. Before we take a break, a score update for you. Virginia Tech losing to Old Dominion tonight, 20-17, the final. The Hokies will be back at Lane Stadium next weekend to take on Boston College. We got our play of the night coming up next. Stay tuned.
And now, the Macadidit Play of the Night, sponsored by McAdoo's.
There were a lot of good plays out there tonight in week number 2. This one, though, stood out pretty well to us. A very, very, very long kickoff return at the start of the second half by Cameron Geralds, who gave Cave Spring the momentum it needed to take control of the game against Northside. It is our Macadidit Play of the Night. A lot of things to go through, but we don't have any more time, so we're going to say goodnight to you. Good night.